Isn't that lovely? Ain't that wonderful? Ain't she lovely? Ain't she wonderful? Bob Dylan. Hey, everybody. Oh, 2 or 3 people up in the stream. Where'd you go? Where you at? There we are. Show will be starting, and I hate to call it a show. There we are. She's really not a show. What's up, Aaron? SEC Dog. We'll be coming to you live here in just a few minutes, boys. 9 o'clock Eastern Time, the official start time for this here thing. We got a lot to talk about. What's up, Roland? So, you guys be thinking about what you want to talk about. We'll get started here in a couple minutes. I had an interesting weekend. We'll talk about that here directly. As they say around here, we'll talk about that directly. Watched a couple of season finales last night. Well, actually, just one. But I'm pretty sure Aaron Ross, as well as a couple of bazillion other people, watched another finale last night. But, yeah. The American Idol finale was not surprising. A young boy considered to be cute amongst all the chicks wins it when he had no business winning it because, quite frankly, the dude's not that good of a singer. Here he is. Put your light up. Put your light up. So I can see your flame. Put your light up. Put your light up. Put your light up. So I can see your flame. Well, speaking of flaming, I didn't say that, did I? Welcome to yet another edition of BBD TV Live. And we'll call this the SEC Fast Pitch Ball stream because we got a lot of it starting up. The baseballs, the diamond balls, the men, boys, whatever you want to call them. 5:30 tomorrow, I believe, is what my boy ACP Carter told me. He'll be calling me here in a few minutes. We can ask him. I don't know what time the women start, but the women have made it again to the, well, they made it to the tournament, but they've also made it to the Super Regionals. And they'll be taking a trip, guess where? Down to Miami. Actually, not Miami. Frickin' Gainesville, where they were. That was the boys' baseball team. They had a lot of luck. Let's hope the girls have as much success down in Gainesville as the boys did. But you look at this, and we'll talk about this here in a minute, because I want to get ACP Carter's opinion on it when he calls. Pretty good people, pretty good few people in here. We got Roland Marlin, Aaron Ross, SEC Dog, my boy Michael Rector, Greg G, Tomahawk in here so far. I'm sure Flint will be along shortly. Sorry didn't make it. We didn't make the stream last night. I had a very busy weekend with the graduation. My daughter, congratulations to you, Kayla. I know you're not watching because you don't watch your dad's videos, and quite frankly, I don't blame you. But she graduated high school this weekend, and I had friends/family down from Ohio this weekend. My goddaughter was down. That's what Michael Rector's saying. We lost a pretty good recruit. We'll get to that too. You guys can fill me in. I've been out of pocket all weekend. I've been enjoying family time, daughter time, and all that good stuff. Been enjoying a lot of tears, a lot of crying. I'm a strong man. I can admit it. I've been crying a lot this weekend. Ain't gonna lie. A lot of tears were flowing this weekend. When you have kids, you'll understand. And now I understand why my parents were bawling when I graduated. So you guys in the comments are talking about some receiver that we lost. Aaron, you work in Pigeon Forge? I didn't know you worked in Pigeon Forge, man. I did not know that. Where do you work in Pigeon Forge? Because coming back through Pigeon Forge, I actually stopped at Gino's Pizza for a little while, about 30 minutes, to see my old buddies there. What's up, Jimmy? That was interesting. You know where Gino's is, Aaron? Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw that. We saw the Alcatraz coming back out, headed towards the interstate. We saw that. You're actually not far at all from Gino's Pizza, which is just past Light 3. It's across from the old Gino's Pizza location. Thanks, as always, to my title sponsor, Everhart Transportation Incorporated, for keeping this channel alive, we could say. 1622 Industrial Road here in beautiful Greenville. There my stream went. There it came back. Alright, good deal. Is that... I didn't see it, Jimmy. Like I said, that's awesome that they did that, and they should have done that. But it's awesome that they're in the SEC tournament too. Maybe Tony V's got this team turned around and getting us headed back where we need to be. The question is, can they win a game or two in the SEC tournament? Let's see. Yeah, if I'd have known that, Aaron, I definitely would have stopped by. I'm interested in that myself. Maybe I can bring my daughter up there sometime again and come in. Because I love stuff like that. When I lived in Pigeon Forge, I never got to go to any of those. I could have. I just never did. Things are wonderful, Dave. It's beautiful. Weather's phenomenal here in Tennessee. Coming back home from, speaking of beautiful, went to a graduation party for my daughter over at her mother's house, and that was weird. I'm not going to lie. Being back in the old house that I lived in with my first wife, and being there with her and her current husband and their family and friends, and it was tough, but it was all right. Everybody got along. Everybody was nice to me. Me and her current husband are finally getting along. So, hey, that'd be great, Aaron. So it was cool. Daughter got a lot of money for graduation. Now will be her first test as to whether she can handle a pretty good pile of money. For an 18-year-old that has never had that much money in her hands before. Be interesting to see. She said she's going to save it, but we'll see. I know how I was when I was 18. I didn't get a pile of money like she did when I graduated. You know what my graduation present was from my mom and dad? Somebody take a guess. Somebody take a guess. It wasn't money. It was something for my car. I'll put it to you that way. Hell, I'll just tell you. You're never going to guess. I got 4 tires. 4 new tires for my car. Which I needed them, so that was great. But, the keys would have been nice. Let me tell you, what I wanted to get my daughter wasn't happening. What's up, Jetty Man? Yeah, it's really freaky, Jetty Man. I wanted to get my daughter a car. And, shame on me for not making that happen. But I'm just not financially in any situation to make that happen. And that, again, is on me. I should have been planning for this from the day she was born. And that when I found out she was pregnant, I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm going to have my daughter a brand new car when she graduates. Shit. I could have went to Walmart and bought her like a brand new Matchbox car. I should have done that, damn it. I really should have. I should have done that. I still might do it. But she's coming over tonight to spend the better part of the week with me. So I can't do that. And when I went to her mom's house, I started to say, you'll have to wait to get your graduation present till you get home. It's parked in the driveway. And I really could have put anything out in the driveway, couldn't I? But I thought about that. That would have been shitty of me because she would have had her hopes all up for a car, and then she gets here and there's like an apple sitting in the driveway or something. Who would win the video games Grand Theft Auto and Guitar Hero, BBD Catfish or Uncle Lou? Well, I can assure you, Roland Marlin, that right now, either one of those two would win any video game over me. Unless it's Super Mario Kart played on Super Nintendo. I would kick anybody's ass in this room, in the next room, on the next planet. I am the self-proclaimed official freaking world champion of freaking Super Mario Kart. You're talking to him right here. I am the world champion. What's happening, Carter? I was worried about you, man. 908, I was like, all right, my boy may not show up on me tonight, but everybody say hello to my boy Carter. What's going on? Oh, that was my fault, man. Say that again. I didn't have you on speakerphone.
I said, of course I was going to be here.
All right, I was just wondering.
No, I'm here.
Well, me and my half-lit Marlboro Ultralight are glad that you're joining us. We started a little bit talking about baseball. But
NCC tournament?
Yeah. I didn't know that we took 2 out of 3 from Ole Miss this weekend. I imagine you did.
Well, I know the Friday night game, man, we crushed them.
Did we?
I mean, it was real ugly. Real ugly.
Well, we should have. Just based on what I heard last week, we should have won that series with them. And apparently we did, so that's good. Was it you that told me 5:30 tomorrow, right?
I think it was, it was either 5:30 or 6:30 your time. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's definitely one of those 2 times.
Is that when the tournament starts or when we play?
That's when Tennessee plays, yeah. The first game's like earlier that day.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I've got a critical doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I won't have to miss it. So that's good. Our boy Flint just joined us. I wondered if he was going to make it. He comes in and says, Monday, BBD? I guess that's what he was asking is, what the hell you doing here on Monday instead of Sunday? But
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that was actually, Carter had a pretty good idea last night, saying that we should probably wait till today because a lot of people will be watching Game of Thrones. Maybe 5 years.
I was one of them.
Well, yeah, I knew that too. I knew Aaron Ross wouldn't be here because he's never here on Sunday night, but he has no excuse now. I don't watch it. I don't know what happened or what should have happened, but spoilers, you can give them away if you want to. Spoiler alert for anybody in here or anybody not in here. What happened, and did you like it, and was it a worthy finale?
Yeah, I have mixed emotions about it, to be honest, because the person who sat on the Iron Throne, so to speak, well, didn't really sit on the Iron Throne because something happened to it, but the person that basically became the king, I liked the way it ended, but in a way I didn't. It's kind of bittersweet.
So, I'm kind of a Game of Thrones, I'm not completely illiterate to it, but I've watched the first season, paid good attention to that, and watched the second season, but honestly don't remember what happened because it was kind of boring. So for me, and for anybody else out there that doesn't watch this show, when you say sat on the Iron Throne, what exactly does that mean?
Okay, the whole show is built on the Iron Throne, and it's a throne where the king of, basically the king of the world, or the 7 kingdoms, like there's like little, each area has like its own kind of king or warden, as some of them are called, but there's one king of everything. and they sit on the Iron Throne. It's a throne made of like swords of like past kings, or I could be wrong about that. I forget why, whose swords they are, but it's a really cool throne, chair, and that's what the whole show's about. You got the blonde-headed girl, Daenerys.
She's hot.
Remember? Yeah, she wants to sit on it. You got.
That's not all she wants to sit on.
Yeah. Well, that and her dragon. But that's what the whole show's based off of, and there's bad guys and good guys. There's love and romance. I mean, it's got everything. Action. It's a great show, and but still, to me, it was good. It felt like it was rushed. Like they were just trying to get it over with, and a lot happened. The one thing I did like, Daenerys, that blonde-headed girl. She's the good guy the whole show until the second to last episode. She like loses her mind and kills all these innocent people, and she gets killed she gets killed in the last episode. But yeah, that's a pretty big spoiler there for you. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. By the time I get to it, if I ever do, I will probably most definitely have forgotten what you were talking about right now. So that's cool.
You remember the kid who got pushed out the window?
Yeah.
He becomes the new king.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit older now since you saw him. He's
right.
Probably like 17, 18 years old.
Okay. I kind of figured,
paralyzed.
Yeah, I figured that somewhere he'd come back into play. But I got a question for, where'd I see it? JettyMan54 said Lady VOLS playing Houston live right now. In what?
Softball?
Surely not. I mean, if they are, that's great, but I could have sworn, let's see what, I might be looking at the wrong damn year. Nope, 2019 D1's Women College World Series official bracket has Tennessee in the Super Regionals playing, guess who? Frickin' Florida. So I don't know what Jetty Man's talking about. What are you talking about there, Jetty Man?
Yeah.
They are on the SEC network. What are you talking, softball or what, Jetty? Yeah, I'm with you, Jimmy. They play Florida. I don't know when it starts. That's Houston. What the hell would they be playing Houston in? Okay, Texas was playing Houston. They already started? I figured the Super Regionals wouldn't start till this weekend. Let's see. Nah, yeah, that's from this past weekend. Because they've got Alabama. Spoiler alert, Texas wins that. Because Alabama's playing Texas. I'll just run down the bracket real quick for anybody that gives a shit. OU will be playing Northwestern. That's the 1 versus the 16 seed. The 8-9 seed is Alabama, Texas. Alabama being the 8 seed. Tennessee and Florida. Florida's the 5 seed. Tennessee's the 12 seed. Florida State and Oklahoma State. Florida State's the 4th seed. OSU's the 12th. Over here on the other side of the bracket, UCLA is playing James Madison, who is not seeded at all. UCLA's the 2nd, so James Madison apparently, yeah, they did. They upset Michigan. So that's huge. The 7-10 sides got Minnesota and LSU. LSU's the 10 seed. The 6-11 is Arizona and Mississippi. Mississippi's the 11 seed. And finally, check this out. 3 Washington versus 14 Kentucky. So out of 8 super regional matchups, all but 2 of them are SEC matchups. So if you're an SEC homer, that's pretty big. No, I lied. All but 3. My bad. So that's cool. I predict an SEC team does not win the Women's College World Series. What do you think, Carter? In fact, I think we won't make it. I think Florida will put us out, although I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not as big into softball as you are, but you're probably right.
Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of luck against Florida in softball or anything else for that matter. But what were you going to say before I interrupted?
But I was going to say that, believe it or not, this is one of my favorite times of year because the preseason football magazines have already come out. Athlon, Wendy's, Sporting News. So, and out of 4 of the magazines that I've read and purchased, Tennessee is ranked in 2 of them in football.
How many of those 4 that you've read do you have in your personal space?
I can grab 2 of them right now.
I hear you. I figured you'd have them all, but you're like I used to be like that too.
Well, here's the funny thing. 2 of the 2 though. Just check this out. I will tell you Tennessee's ranking in all 4 magazines.
All right.
I'm gonna see if you can guess which ones are which. All right. Tennessee. The 4 magazines are Athlon, Lindy's, Football Time Tennessee, and Rocky Top Insider. But here's the 4 rankings: 24, 25, 58, and 47.
I'll say 58 and 47 are in the 2 Tennessee circulations.
They're in the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, because of the way you said it, I just kind of figured probably Athlon's and Lindy's would have us in the top 25.
No.
Okay.
Like in Football Time in Tennessee, they got us finishing 4th in the SEC, which they also have us ranked 25th. And then in Rocky Top Insider, they got us finishing 4th as well. In Lindy's, we're finishing 6th, and Athlon, we're finishing 5th in the East. So.
Okay, so in the 2 that have us 5th and 6th, give me the rundown on who is their picks in the East.
I'll have to pull that up.
I'm going to say probably Georgia, of course. Everybody on the planet's going to have Georgia winning the East.
I know it. Okay, in Athlon they have in the East, it's Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Vanderbilt.
Wow, South Carolina and Missouri both? Well, wait a minute. Bentley's back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Bentley. I thought he was gone this year. I think...
Now, in Lindy's...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, in Lindy's, it's Georgia 1, Florida 2, Missouri 3, Carolina 4, Kentucky 5, Tennessee 6, Vanderbilt 7.
Lindy's has Carolina 3rd?
Yeah, it has Missouri at 3rd.
Or no, wait, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri at 3rd. Man, what the hell are they thinking? But then again, you never know. I mean, think about it. Missouri's been, every year since they got in the damn league, they've done pretty well in the East. They won it their first 2 years, did they not?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, they got drilled both times in the championship game, but I'd rather get drilled in the championship game than win it all by not getting there,
Yeah.
Winning the couch championship, which, we've gotten pretty good at that. That's all going to change this year, though, damn it. I'm telling you. I think we're definitely going bowling this year, and I've said all along 7 wins, 7-5, 8-4 wouldn't surprise me. I don't know that I remember. You always you've said 7 or 8 too, right?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't think I've given a prediction.
I kind of wondered. I just thought maybe in our talks off of the stream here, maybe you'd told me what you think.
I'm saying, and I always do at best, at worst, and I always go with my middle pick. At best, 7-5. At worst, 5-7. So I'm gonna go with 6-6.
6-6. Well, I guess that would be an improvement over last year. How bad does Tennessee fans hate Florida? SEC dog.
I don't.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to be negative. I I'm not really trying to be negative. I'm not. A lot of it depends on Jarrett. I'm just waiting to see if he's, what a lot of people are thinking he's, a lot of people keep saying that, it's the offensive line and with a good offensive line, he'll play better. And so I'm just kind of waiting to see. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll most definitely have to wait and see. I can guarantee you about that. Let's see, SEC Dog asked 1 through 10. I think he's already rolled past the top. I think he asked on a scale of 1 through 10, how bad do Tennessee fans hate Florida? For me personally, I don't hate Florida as bad as I did when Spurrier was here. Although I still hate him, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like Alabama for me, man. We've just, God, I hate to say this, we're conditioned now to kind of expect to lose that damn game. I hate that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's hard to hate somebody year after year after year after year when you kind of know going into the game our chances of coming out of it happy are not very good. Obviously more so with Alabama than Florida. With Florida, there's been several games the past 10 years where we should have won. Florida fans will say, what do you mean you should have won? But they know what the hell I mean. We should have won and just didn't.
2014, 2015, 2017, yeah.
And there's no way in hell last year should have been as bad as it was. But what'd we have? 5 turnovers in that game, 4 in the first half, something like that. Something like that. Now there you go. Tennessee wouldn't beat Greenville High with 6 turnovers in the game. Well, they probably would, but they're not going to beat a decent college team. That's for damn sure. Oh.
You're right.
Well, we're right smack dab in the middle of not just the off season, but the boring part of the off season. Although like you said, the magazines are starting to come out. I don't get as pumped up over the magazines as I used to, but I do enjoy when I'm going through the grocery store, looking through the magazine aisle to see if they've come out yet. And it's different now that I live back in Tennessee. When I lived in North Carolina, the fun part of it was seeing if we were on any of the covers. And, of course, now, living over here, we're on all of them.
J-Man wants us to go through Tennessee's schedule game by game and tell us who we will win against.
Well, we can do that. I was actually gonna make a video doing that, but I can still do that later on. Let me pull us up here right quick and snappy like and.
Well, I know it by heart. But...
Well, go ahead. I know the first game's Georgia State, and
August 31st.
You start.
August 31st against Georgia State. We'll win that game. I don't see it really being close. I think we'll probably win by 29 to 30 something points. Maybe like 47 to 13.
I would definitely take a score like that. My computer's wanting to run slow. Yet another reason why I need a new computer, but when I'm running this OSB program, it slows everything way down. And it's finally starting to come up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Georgia State, that's a game they should not even be in. There's really no point in even talking. Well, I will say this. Georgia State now versus when we played them a few years ago. Well, I think it was their first year. Yeah. It'll be closer than that, I think. So I'll say Tennessee 40 to 20. I think we'll struggle a little bit on defense in the first game. All right.
Well, next game's BYU at home. This is a game we could lose. It's not as hard as West Virginia or Georgia Tech or any of these other ones we've played the last few years, but cause some problems. And I think we'll win, but I think it'll be within 10 points. I do believe that. So
Right.
my official prediction is 34 to 24.
Well, it would help. It would help me at least if I knew more about these teams that were playing. Pardon me while I flip through a notebook here. Especially a team like BYU. In BYU's good years, they could beat us. And they could probably beat us this year, like you said. Definitely a losable game. But not knowing a single thing about the Cougars, I'm going to say we're going to win this game 38 to 10. Like I said, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know shit about them. I don't know who they've got coming back. I don't know what they lost. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. They may be a great team coming back. I don't know. I will know later. So let's move on to Chattanooga.
Well, real quick, there is a comment I want you to answer. Tyler Bird says, wait, no way in hell BBD has more musical talent than Uncle Lou. First of all, I don't know if Uncle Lou can play an instrument, but I know Keith can play the bass, he can play guitar, and he can play the drums. So, and he can play piano, because he taught me how to play Rocky Top on piano.
Where was that a question? Because Roland Marlin's question was who would win in video games. I get, let's see, running the Popo and BBD. I must have missed that one, man. Walt,
I did too.
Run the question down again, because his original question was, like I said, who would win at video games. And I didn't give an answer who would win. I just said I know for a fact I would lose.
Okay, Walt Roberts said, Roland, I see your question. I have Uncle Lou outrunning the Popo and BBD with more musical talent.
Well, I'm curious what outrunning the Popo means.
I don't know.
You know,
I'm looking.
Yeah, see if you can find that for us. While you're looking, I'll talk about...
Walt asked, he said, Roland, did you ask the BBD Catfish or Uncle Lou question? And Roland Martin said, yes. But I don't see what his question was. Something about video games, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think the first question was video games, and one of it might have been maybe one of the racing games.
Or the GTA game, I think it was. Grand Theft Auto. Oh, it said I asked who would win Grand Theft Auto and Guitar Hero.
Yeah, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Mr. Tyler Bird and whoever else, Tyler Bird said that he thinks Uncle Lou has more musical talent than me. I can guarantee you that Catfish has more musical talent than both of us. I know that to be a fact. If you guys have never heard the dude play a piano, you'd be blown away. I'm continually getting blown away by the shit this dude can do. And it's starting to piss me off, because if you're watching Catfish, is there anything you can't do? I mean, really, I'm not joking here. This dude can do anything. I swear, I think if I challenged to shit the alphabet, he could probably do it. But no, he really...
Wait. Roland Martin even says, Tyler, I'm with you. Uncle Lou has more musical talent than BBD. I've never seen Uncle Lou play an instrument, first of all.
Me neither.
Maybe, but I have seen you play the bass. You've even had videos of you playing like Pink Floyd. I've seen you play like Pink Floyd on a bass guitar. So I don't know.
I think I could take Uncle Lou in musical talent outside of the game. He might be better at the game than me. I don't know if Catfish can play guitar or not. I don't know why he couldn't if he can play the piano and play the trumpet. The dude can even play the trumpet. Of course, that makes sense because he is a blowhard. So I understand that he's got the lung power to play. But seriously, Roland, yes, I have actually witnessed Catfish play the piano. And I'll tell you this, at 7 years old, it was either 7 or 8, he played Beethoven something. I can't remember what it was. But I get it, man. I get it why people like Roland and these other people, they watch Catfish and they hear this country ass, hillbilly, hick sounding, truck driving country bumpkin, and your first reaction is to say, there's no way in hell that guy can do this or that. Well, what's that cover? What's that old saying? Don't judge a book by the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all true.
I guarantee you, I can outplay Uncle Lou on the drums for sure.
Yeah. And we don't know shit about that, do we? Whether he can play him or not, he may be another Neil Peart for all we know, but I'm guessing he's probably not.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. I think Carter takes us both in drums. But anyway, to get back to our...
Chattanooga.
Yeah, you go.
UT Chattanooga, yes, they are a really, really good FCS school. I understand that.
Not anymore, though.
Well, okay. Well, anyway, we're going to win that game by 40-something points. 40, or let's say 57 to 14.
Yeah. Where is that game? I'm just kidding. I know we're not playing in Chattanooga. Well, I'll say this. Since my main man, Trevor Wright, Greenville High School alum, has graduated from Chattanooga and is no longer on the team, they'll definitely be suffering at the safety position. So, actually, he played... he was a DB. Well, I guess safety is a DB too, but he played corner. My bad. Anyway, any damn way, they're not going to be as good this year, I don't think. Honestly, Carter, I don't know that to be a fact. I just said that because I've heard that they're going to be a little bit down this year. But it don't matter whether they're up or down. They had one of the best teams they've ever had when they came in here, a couple of years ago, and we shellacked them with the Butch Jones team. So I'm going to say 50-10. I don't even know what you said. I know you 50-something to something, right?
Yeah, I think I said 57 to 14.
There you go. Well, now it gets real. We're 3-0. We've completed 3 of our 4 non-conference games, and now it's time to get busy in the SEC play, and we step right in it, don't we?
Right in the swamp.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of crap going down in Florida right now, but I don't know how it would hurt them or affect them this coming up season. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a negative-all, but I'm not sold on Jarrett.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Before you make your prediction, what are we doing? Granted, this is May 20th, 2019. We're still, about 100 days or so away from the start of the season. Are we doing we're homers and we're going to pick it to the best of our Tennessee ability picks, or are we doing for real?
I'm doing for real.
Okay, all right. Onward.
So, we haven't won in the swamp since, 2003? Clausen?
Yeah.
I know it doesn't matter, but I'm going to say... What's that? Loud trucks go past me. But I'm going to say Florida 27, Tennessee 17.
Yeah. Well, I guess they've got a quarterback question down there. Who is it between? I know. Damn it! I can't believe I'm drawing Franks. And who's the other kid? Felipe Franks, and what's the other kid's name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's between those two as to who's going to be the starting QB. I think Franks will. This will be his 3rd year. I'm pretty sure of that. The kid, look, 3rd year, if you've not solidified the job by year 3 and you've got people coming in there challenging you for it, your team's in trouble, I think. I don't think they'll be in trouble against us, honestly. So right now, on May 20th, 2019, around 100 days to go before football season. I'm going to say
Yeah.
Tennessee wins this game.
Wow.
And I'm going to say that because, mainly because I'm a dumbass and I'm a glutton for punishment. But I'm going to say we're going to win the game because I think it's going to be one of those games where finally we get a win. And don't remind me of Auburn, because this is Florida we're talking about here. I'm going to say we get a win on the road against a team we should not beat.
Okay. I'll take it.
No shit. Okay, Georgia.
Bye week.
Oh, I didn't give
Georgia.
a score. I'll say 24-21.
Okay.
Now somebody remind me of that when we get closer to the season, and I
Alright.
pick Florida to beat us by 30.
So we have a bye week, which we'll win. Then we go to Athens, Georgia, between the heads. Or no, they come to Knoxville. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters where it's played. It can be played on the freaking moon. Would not matter. Georgia's just too good right now. We're not on their level right now. So Georgia rolls, and I think they roll by 20 points. I think they're going to beat us 37-17.
Interesting. Well, I think Georgia will most definitely probably win the East this year. I don't think they will go undefeated. I think they're going to drop 2 SEC games, and one of them's going to be in Knoxville. I'm totally just kidding. There's no way we're beating that team. They're too damn loaded. We're not anywhere near on their level yet. Georgia wins by 3 touchdowns at least.
All right.
And
Then
damn,
we
that
get
hurts.
Mississippi State at home. I don't know a whole lot about Mississippi State, but what I do know, it just feels like this is a game that we're going to win. We're going to win it. So I'm going to say Tennessee wins this game by a very ugly score, 20-16.
Okay, that puts us halfway through the season, 4-2 on your side.
Yeah.
I think we're going to lose this game. Reason being, I've got us going 7-5.
They got a new quarterback, just so you know.
Right. Well, the reason I got us losing this game is because I picked us to beat Florida, and somewhere down through here I got to have 5 SEC losses. So this will all change, I'm sure, when we get closer to season. I'll say Mississippi State wins it in a thriller. They 3 overtimes, and they get a 2-point conversion, and we don't. We lose by 2.
Ooh. All right, on to Alabama.
Loss.
That's a loss.
Moving on.
Moving on. It's just it's an ass whooping. I hate to say it, but ass whooping. Okay.
I'm
4-3.
not even going to talk about it. Moving on.
Next is South Carolina at home. So, oh God, I hate to lose to Will Muschamp, but I don't think Tennessee will beat South Carolina. They have a proven quarterback, and I think it's going to be very, very close. And I think South Carolina wins this game 33-28.
Damn it, man! I'm looking at this and keeping my 7-5 record in mind. You said we lose, right?
Yes, 33-28.
That puts us 4-4.
Yep.
Picking Florida has kind of put my 7-5 in a bind. You know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna totally and completely get that 7-5 out of my head. We're winning this game, man. We've lost too many heartbreakers to South Carolina recently, and we just shouldn't be doing that. And it's in Knoxville. Our kids are going to be pissed off because they should have won last year. I don't give a shit that they've got Jake Bentley. They had him last year. We should have beat him. And they had him 2 years ago. We should have beat him. And they had him as a freshman, and we should have beat him. The reason I say should have beat him is because we should never frickin' lose to South Carolina. So I gotta say we're gonna win that one. Damn it. And I'll say 20. They generally have a good defense because of Muschamp. So I'll say we win 27-24.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Something's wrong. I got something wrong here. We've gone through 8 games, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
And I've got you at 4-4.
Yeah.
And me at 5-3. That's wrong, isn't it?
That's 8. 5 and 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8.
Yeah, but I think.
You had us losing to Georgia,
Yeah, that's right.
Bama,
And Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm thinking it's made. I'm pretty sure we play UAB next.
We do.
Okay. Could be close, but I think we'll win. I think we're going to win this game 34-20.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad prediction at all because you remember the last time UAB came to Knoxville?
Yeah. Went in overtime.
Yep. Carried, what the hell is his name? Jones. Not Gerald Jones.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Gerald?
Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carried him off the field like we just won the Natty.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was actually one of the most embarrassing games I've ever been to, just because of that reason.
2 years before that, we played them in 2008 and beat them 17-10.
No shit, that's right.
Yeah.
What year was that?
2008. And then again in 2010.
2008. Okay.
Homer's last year.
All right.
Alright,
I'm never going to doubt you on your scores and shit like that.
yeah.
So that brings us to Kentucky. Three games left.
Alright, so Kentucky, they will not be as good this coming up season. I think we will beat them, even though it is in Lexington. We've never really had much trouble in Lexington, except in 2011. And 2017, but I still think we win. I think it'll be close as usual. I think we win 30-17.
So that makes us 5-4 on your side and 6-3 on mine because we're going to go up there and kick the shit out of them.
No, that makes us. I think that makes us 6-4 on my side. There's only 2 games left.
Yeah, that's right.
You forgot to put a win on UAB.
No, I forgot to put a win on that one, I think.
Okay.
6-4 and 7-3 for us. For me. Damn, no way. Something's wrong, because
You had us losing.
No. I mean, something's wrong in my predictions, because jumping ahead, I've got us going 9-3, because we're going to win these last 3 games. And I don't really think we're going 9-3.
Well, then you
So
better
that means
take
that means at 7-5, we only win 1 conference game, right?
You had us beating Florida. You had us beating South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You have us beating Kentucky. That's 3 SEC wins right there.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, if we go 7-5, and we beat all 4 of our non-conference opponents, what the hell?
That means we'd win 3 conference games.
Yeah, okay. I was looking at it backwards. Well, anyway, we're going to beat Kentucky.
Okay.
because we're just gonna beat Kentucky. Damn it. We don't
Yep.
lose to Kentucky. We've lost to them twice in my lifetime, I think. Or maybe not my lifetime. We've lost to them twice since 1984. I know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not losing to them. Onward to Missouri.
Missouri, what's his name transferred there? I think they beat us. It's at Missouri. I don't think it'll be very close.
Really?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
think it'll be 37-20.
Damn.
They got a high-powered offense,
And
that's all that there is.
okay. Well, it looks like, according to me, we're going 9-3 because I got us winning this game. But I'm going to change that because I forgot about them having what's his name, and what's his name has beaten us every time he's played us. I don't care if he's got crimson uniforms on him and around him. I agree. We just haven't had shit for luck against Missouri since they gotten here. So with it being in Columbia, their little 50,000 seat stadium or whatever it is, I'm sure it's probably more than that. They're usually pretty pumped up because it's the end of the year and they know it's going to be a win against us. So I give them the win. I give them one last win against us before we get good. 7-4.
6-2 against us all time.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Moving on to Vanderbilt. Now, the thing about Vanderbilt is they have some really good weapons on their team, like preseason All-American weapons. They got the tight end who's preseason All-American. They've got a wide receiver who's possibly a preseason All-American.
Hold up, Carter. Hold up for a second. And I have to agree with this guy. Andy Summers said 17-10 was 2005. And I think I agree with him.
Yeah, you're right.
I was going to say I think I agree with him because I remember I lived in Jonesboro in this shitty old raggedy ass 200-year-old house and listened to that game on the radio and remember cussing the whole way through. Anyway, back to this year.
Well,
no, Tomahawk. Sorry about that, Carter. Vandy's quarterback graduated last year, Kyle Shermer. Thank God.
Yeah, but like I said, they have some weapons. They have some weapons on their team. By the way, yeah, you're right. We did play UAB in 2008, but it wasn't 17-10. It was 35-30.
Okay.
Because I think we ended up beating Ole Miss a few weeks later after that 2005 game.
Yeah.
I know we went to LSU and won, and we beat Ole Miss. But anyway, ended up 5-6 still. But Vanderbilt has some weapons. I don't know what they're going to be like with the quarterback situation. It's still a game we could lose. But I'm going to say we win. So their defense will probably be decent. They always are. And they'll give us trouble. But I think we'll win this game 20-10.
I'll take it. I've got us winning that game and going 8-4.
Sorry about that.
Just because I'm sick of losing to Vanderbilt. It's in Knoxville. They embarrassed us last year, and that's not happening again this year. So both of us, based on what you said earlier, thinking that we would. No, you didn't say you think. You said we'd probably go 6-6 because you put it in the middle of your best case and worst case scenario.
I'm the best case.
Yeah. And for me, I was one game, probably the Florida game is what I was thinking when I looked at the schedule earlier and had us at 7-5. Actually, I don't think I've ever looked at the schedule when I said 7-5. I just kind of always felt like we were going 7-5. Volunteer Roadshow is in here, and he wants to know what did he miss. He missed Roland Marlin doubting him again. So, sick him, Catfish. Roland Marlin keeps doubting your abilities. So there it is. We went through the schedule. Carter has us at 7-5. Somehow I ended up having us at 8-4 when I've said all along 7-5. Anything's possible. Even beating Florida, like I said we would. Damn it, we got to beat them, Carter.
Yeah, and I'm not confident about Vanderbilt, and I don't think any Tennessee fan should be. I mean, right now at least.
We should be confident about beating them, or
we shouldn't be.
Right.
But a lot of Tennessee fans are, and I know because Tennessee Vanderbilt, I get it. But right now, one thing I don't think a lot of fans have realized, and that's why I'm hoping that Pruitt will turn it all around. They have just, I don't understand why the last 3 years Vanderbilt has literally just been the kind of team we do not play well against. And, it showed. They've embarrassed us 3 years in a row. They embarrassed us in 2017 in Knoxville. They embarrassed us last year. I was there for that one.
Wait a minute. Who embarrassed us last year?
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were.
I was at that game.
We were winning that game, man. No, wait a minute.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, I was thinking of the year before when I was sitting up in the skybox with Flint. We came out and we were winning that damn game. We were winning last year too, though, weren't we?
What now? No, we weren't winning that game at all. At no point during the game.
Why am I thinking?
We got beat 38-13 last year by Vanderbilt. Or no, it was a 38-20.
Yeah, last year they crushed us.
Yeah.
But I still thought at the beginning of the game we were ahead for a little bit, but maybe we weren't. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Whether we lost by a point or 50 points, damn it, that shouldn't be happening.
I agree.
Well, we've ran through that pretty quick. Now maybe when we get closer to football season and we know a little bit more about the other teams, we can go through it again and a little bit in depth. Gate City, the Vandy game year before last when Vandy was here and went to it with you and we were leading, in the first half. Hell, we might have even been leading at the start of the second half, but I can't remember. I just know they came back and Shermer started throwing it all over the damn field against us, and we couldn't stop them. We couldn't stick our finger up our proverbial anus, and got embarrassed again.
Last year they were up 17-0 at half.
Okay.
And we took that kickoff back, and then they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. And we ended up winning 38-13.
Damn. Now, maybe I was thinking we were looking good in the third quarter. And
in 2017, it was we were up 21-14 at half. Or no, we were getting beat 21-14 at half.
In 2017, we were?
Yes, Vanderbilt had a 21-14 lead at half, and it was 21-17 going into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
And then they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, and we only scored 7.
Okay, I knew that it was close, and they ran away with it, at least that much.
Yeah.
They've been doing that a lot with us lately.
Yeah, in 2016, they didn't beat us as bad, but we were winning, and then like in the fourth quarter,
Maybe that's the one I was thinking about where we led, and
yeah.
they beat us at the end. Damn it.
I think they beat us in 2016, 45-34.
So we've lost what is it? 3 out of the last 5, 4 out of the last 6, something
we
like
lost
that.
3 in a row.
Right.
That's bad enough.
God Almighty, just think about that, Tennessee fans.
4 out of the last 6.
No, let's stick to the 3 in a row thing. The University of Tennessee Volunteers football team has lost 3 in a row to Vanderbilt. The world is definitely off its axis. I mean, you can't convince me that it's not. Because that
Yeah.
shit, I mean, except for back in the 20s,
Right.
I bet
We
you
hired a man by General Robert Reese Nealon.
we need to hire him again.
Well, he grabbed his shovel.
Well, I tell you what, there's been a few years up on the hill here lately where a dead General Nealon would do better than alive whoever we had.
Yeah.
But seriously, totally forgot what the hell I was going to say.
Feinbaum said the other day, now check this out, Feinbaum says that Vanderbilt will beat us at least 2 out of the next 3 more years.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's just add that to the list of reasons why I can't stand that sumbitch.
Yeah.
I don't like even looking at him. I mean, his haircut irritates me for one thing, because if you got a haircut like Paul Feinbaum, what the hell are you doing? Just go ahead and cut the rest of that shit off.
He's got the horseshoe, man.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't even doing you no good. You can't
My
even...
dad was like that for a while, and then finally he wised up and just shaved it all off.
Yeah, you can't even comb that shit over.
No.
If I ever see Paul Feinbaum in person, well, I probably won't do nothing, but I was going to say if I ever see him in person, I'm going to smack him upside the head and shave half of his hair off. That'd really be fucked up, wouldn't it? Excuse me. That's bad.
Tomahawk says, how do most ball fans feel about Feinbaum? Well, we don't really care for him.
Yeah, you just got a pretty good answer for me right there. Now, I don't know if that's fan base wide, but I got a feeling most Tennessee fans don't, like Carter said, don't care for him. Why do you think that is? Why do you think?
Because he's a Tennessee grad, and a lot of Tennessee fans feel like he's, I guess a lot of Tennessee fans feel like he should be a Tennessee homer.
Yeah.
He's not. Which I understand why he's not. You know, he can't be. But the thing is...
Why can't he be? He's an Alabama homer, and he didn't even go there.
Exactly. That was what I was going to say. It's more like he's an Alabama homer.
Yeah.
Here's why I don't like his show this is my main reason I don't like the show. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he graduates from Tennessee and that he's an Alabama homer. I don't like the show because I don't think it's that entertaining, to be honest. I feel like he has the same stupid callers every day. I've called in Feinbaum at least 4 times. And each time, unless you're one of his big-time callers, they don't give you the time of day hardly.
Yeah.
It's like I get to barely speak. And it's just like, okay, thanks for the call. Bye. And I don't know. It's just not that entertaining to me.
I can agree with that. And when his show does get entertaining, well, maybe not even entertaining. When I don't mind watching it's when he's got what's-his-face on there. The LSU dude.
Oh, Boog?
Yeah. No, not Booger. The other one. Damn it. Booger McFarland and the other LSU guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can tell you his name.
I can't believe we're forgetting his name. Somebody help us out. Who co-hosts with Paul Feinbaum, not named Booger, and not the hot chick? Yeah, Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, small ball.
Yeah, good stuff. There was a Tennessee grad that was on his show for a little while back in like 2015, and he was a DB at Tennessee. I cannot think of his name. It wasn't Jabari Greer. It wasn't Rashad Baker. But he played in the early 2000s.
Who is this again?
He used to play DB at Tennessee in the early 2000s. And it wasn't Jabari Greer or Rashad Baker. He was from Jackson, Tennessee, though. I do know that because he played at Southside High School.
Wow.
Because he played against my stepbrother. And for the life of me, I can't think of what his name.
I have no clue. What's the significance?
Well, he used to be on his show for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee grad. Or former Tennessee player.
Okay. I got you. I need to change my scroll, don't I? It still says Happy Mother's Day. Well,
Yeah,
hell
Mother's
with
Day's
it.
coming up.
Yeah, it's, Happy Mother's Day anyway. That ain't it. Oh, wait a minute. Something's not happening. Something ain't right. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Why would it say that? I know why now.
About that stuff on your end. So.
Yeah. I mean, you're not even looking at it either, so you definitely wouldn't know. Getting back to baseball. Do you actually know who is playing whom, Carter?
I guess no, we're playing Auburn.
Okay. That's
I
not
know
good.
that. I know.
Well,
That's all.
how did we do against them this year? We're just a wealth of information.
Swept by them. They were the first SEC
Yeah.
team we played.
Yeah, that's right.
They swept our ass.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just seeing if you remembered.
Oh, okay.
But no, seriously, now that you reminded me of it, I do remember that now because everybody was once again high on Tennessee baseball because we were like 80 million and one going into the SEC season, and like we seem to always do, we pretty much freaking choked that first series. But no, to their credit, they've turned it around since that first series, and here again, I don't know exactly what the total is here, but they've won quite a few series this year in baseball, and I'm going to pull a schedule up right now and look, which is a rarity lately for this team. Well, rare since Delmonico. I don't know. You could probably count the number of SEC series wins Tennessee has had since Delmonico on one hand. Because they didn't do worth a shit with Serrano, and he's actually who I thought was going to turn us around.
Oh, by the way, it was Jabari Greer who was on the Blind Bomb show for a short period of time.
Okay. Well, let's see. We won the South Carolina series 2-1. We lost 1-2 to Vandy.
We swept Kentucky.
We lost 1-2 to Mississippi State. We won. We beat Georgia 2-1, which was an upset. Again, like you said, we swept Kentucky. We got swept by Arkansas. God dang it. Lost to Missouri 1-2. We beat Florida, that's right. 2-1. And 2-1 against Ole Miss. And we do indeed play Auburn tomorrow at 5:30. Wow. Talk about a tall order. But they're not that damn good. Yeah, they're ranked number 8, and they swept us to open the season, but that don't mean they're that good, does it? We can beat them. We've only got to beat them once now, right?
Right. You know our luck was beating Auburn and anything with football.
Yeah, I know. I'm just glad we're not playing them in softball, too. We can't catch a damn break. Well, really in anything athletically, but when it comes to women's softball, and I say women's softball like we've got a men's softball team, but in softball we can't catch a damn break in these tournaments because a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, in our super regional, we played, I want to say Alabama, and beat them. And had to go straight into the damn World Series and play Florida in the first game. I think. I may be totally wrong. Maybe dead wrong. But something like that. A couple of years ago, we had an impossible task in our super region and won it. And then got put in the loser's bracket pretty quick in the first game. And then lost the first loser's bracket game and went 0-2. And we're out. So it's been since the Oklahoma championship series in the World Series that we've done worth of shit in the Women's World Series. And, of course, we haven't been to the World Series in baseball I couldn't tell you. That would be a stat. That would be a stat for someone on my crack chat room staff team to look up for me. What's up, El Nino? What's up, Greg Metcalf? Do what?
I was going to say another reason why Tennessee fans shouldn't like Paul Feinbaum was because he did an article, I think it was 2 years ago, 2017, where he said that Tennessee is forever stuck in SEC basement status purgatory because he listed off a bunch of reasons, but he basically said that Tennessee won't ever be like Tennessee used to be, kind of way.
Well, I mean, he's got good reason, sorta, for saying that.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
You know,
I know.
but I think he's wrong. I think he's going to be wrong. I mean, this year could turn out to be a good year to prove that shit wrong. What in the world?
That's true.
Wow. Yeah, I jacked that one up real bad. Too close to ending the stream to even worry about fixing it now. But in other news, which I know for a fact that millions and millions of sports fans across the world have been waiting to find out this information, because those same millions and millions of fans don't have the internet or any other ability to check out anything. Thank you very much, Tomahawk. I'll finish what I was saying after I thank Tomahawk for the $4.99 super chat, and he says, BBD/Carter, if y'all could guarantee one win this fall, what game would y'all pick? And I'm assuming he means in the SEC.
Alabama, son.
No shit. Yeah, if we could guarantee that one, I'd guarantee that one for the rest of my life. But assuming you meant SEC, yeah, I'd say Alabama. Now, does that mean if we could guarantee any game hypothetically, or if we could guarantee you one that we are confident we're definitely going to win? What would you say, Carter?
I think he meant if there was one win.
Yeah, I know. We'll go with both scenarios.
One game that I'm for sure we're going to win?
The one game that you're going to guarantee in the SEC that we're going to win.
Probably have to go with Kentucky.
That's a good pick. The safest game I feel picking confidently that we're going to win in the SEC. Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, I'm going to go with Kentucky too. I feel pretty confident about Vandy this year. I really do. Just because of the quarterback situation. But, yeah, Kentucky, I mean, I feel pretty confident. They lost everybody too. Everybody being...
Youngblood says at Kentucky, LOL. What does that matter?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he means...
Do you mean basketball, sir?
Surely not. Yeah, explain yourself, young blood. You got some splaining to do.
Yeah, because I feel more confident beating Kentucky at Kentucky than beating Vanderbilt in Knoxville.
Yeah, I mean, I feel more confident about beating Kentucky in Kentucky than I do beating anyone anywhere. But anyway, as I was saying a few minutes ago, that everyone in the sports world across the world has been on the edge of their seat dying to know, yes, the Greenville Green Devils soccer team is going back to state this year. So there you go, folks. Now you know. Shit. Oh, Lord, that's how bad it's gotten here on BBD TV. We have no championships to talk about except for green ones. And that's even been reduced to soccer right now.
Well, Tomahawk, I mean, he says, man, y'all would rather beat Bumps than Georgia. I'm hurt. Well, we haven't beat Alabama since 2006. We beat Georgia in 2016, so yes.
Yeah. Plus, Georgia on our list of hated teams is at least third.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia will never be more hated in my book, anyway, than Florida and Alabama. There's just no way. Even with the addition of Uncle Lou and their fan base, who helps me hate Georgia that much more. You guys will never be.
He's in the chat right now.
Yeah, he's been in there for a minute. No way. Alabama and Florida are always 1-2. Just like for I'm guessing here for Georgia fans, wouldn't Florida and Georgia Tech be 1-2 for you guys historically? Tomahawk and Uncle Lou answer that one.
Well, I don't know. What about Auburn? I think it might be.
Yeah, could be.
Auburn.
Right now, especially since Georgia Tech sucks.
Probably a lot of the older Georgia fans would definitely say Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
But I think some of the younger ones would probably say Auburn, maybe.
Yeah. I do have a question for Uncle Lou since you're in here. Do you play drums or guitar or any musical instrument?
Yes, we need to know this.
It's a critical question. I'm pretty sure he probably plays video games because he plays the football all the time. Yeah, I would imagine you probably do, Tomahawk. How old are you, Tomahawk, if you don't mind me asking? He says he can't even clap.
Uncle Lee says he can't even clap.
That's funny. That's a good one. So, chances are you suck at the video game. What is it called, Carter? Rockstar. Yeah. Is that it?
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. Yeah, that's it. Guitar Hero.
The reason why, Uncle Lou, is because somebody said that Uncle Lou has more musical talent than BVD.
Or Catfish.
Or Catfish.
Yeah, that was part of the Roland Marlin trio of questions.
And BVD has video evidence of him playing the bass guitar, and I think there's even one of you playing drums. So and he taught me how to play a song on piano. So, and I've never seen an Uncle Lou video where he's playing any kind of instrument. He plays a lot of good music in his videos.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Carter, teaching you to play what I taught you to play on piano, A, is not that hard, and B, it wasn't really technically even piano. It was a piano keyboard on an iPad.
It counts.
Okay, I'll take it.
I can play it on a piano now because of that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like if we put you on the spot and said, Carter, play Rocky Top on the piano right now, could you do it?
I could.
Okay, I'll take your word.
I just gotta find the right key first.
I hear you. I'll take your word for it. I'd say Catfish could probably play Rocky Top and Herbert Hoover Symphony's Third Concerto of D minor in Anus Plus. Yeah, figure that one out.
The Youngblood, I still own a PS3 because I still play NCAA on a PS3. I still have it hooked up, and I still play it to this day. And there are still people who play online, so.
I'm a little bit interested in what the QB Hokey Pokey is myself, because it must be pretty good because Tomahawk says it's the greatest song of all time. Yeah. If you missed, well, Carter told you, Uncle Lou, what the Roland Marlin question of the day is. Well, if anybody missed it, my video game playing expertise is limited to anything prior to Super Nintendo. And to be honest...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember what he stopped. The QB Hokey Pokey was that song Uncle Lou did about From and... God, what's his name that transferred?
Eason?
Did you put the one that transferred this past year?
Oh, yeah, the kid that went to Ohio State.
Yeah, he said you put From in, then you take them all back. It was funny.
Yeah.
Was
okay, I think I remember that now. Fields, yeah, Fields. Is it Justin Fields? Yeah. Justin Fields, just in time. My friends who came down this weekend are Ohio State fans. And they're pretty excited about having Justin Fields. As they should be. Yeah. Well, he won't get to play this year, right? I mean, unless I'm missing something. He'll still.
My most popular video of all last season, Uncle Lou says. And it should have been, Uncle Lou, because you put a lot of effort into it, and it was very entertaining. So,
Yeah.
bravo, sir. Bravo.
So he don't have to sit out a year. How does that work? I mean.
Because he.
Oh, okay. They ruled him. Well, why did they rule him eligible? Is what I would want to know, Youngblood.
Most of the time, players have to sit out. That's usually if they transfer in the conference. Like if he would have went to I don't know, Kentucky or something.
And by the way, Uncle Lou, you don't have to capitalize things in my chat because I'm not as popular as you. So the chats don't go scrolling by, and you don't have to put things in capital hoping that I'll see it. I promise I'll see it. Tate Martell, that guy, his name tells me he's going to be a bust.
Oh, Uncle Lou's yelling.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got that one either. I have a cousin, every time she texts anything, anywhere, she capitalizes it. And I asked her why she did that. I said, because technically that means you're yelling. And she said, no, that's because I'm blind and I can't see shit. So she types in all caps because she can't see.
What is Saban's middle name? I'm not really sure.
Dickhead?
Nick Saban?
Nick.
I thought it was Satan.
Nick,
It's Nicholas something, isn't it?
Process. That's a good one, Jetty Man. Do you want his real nickname? Okay, Nick.
It's Nicholas Lou. It's Nicholas Lou.
That can't be. That can't be the truth. Is that really a fact?
Is.
Wow. That's that's bad.
How in the hell do you lose to Vanderbilt at home on homecoming? I don't ever remember losing to Vanderbilt at home on homecoming. I remember losing to them at home, but not on homecoming.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we are at least smart enough not to schedule them on homecoming anymore.
Nicholas Lou Saban Jr. I didn't know he was a junior.
I know Vanderbilt had a Saban playing on their basketball team.
What has that got to do with?
I don't know. I have no idea. What's that in the background, Carter?
I don't know. I think it's my neighbors.
Oh, are you outside at your house?
I always come outside for the live streams at my house on my big, beautiful back deck.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize you had, and where you lived, I didn't realize there were, other humans around, let alone traffic.
Just the ones I don't scare off with a gun.
Oh, okay.
Now, the neighbors behind me, they're quite funny. They argue a lot, and it's very entertaining.
You see, you need to be videoing that shit. There you go. See, you talk about content uploads.
It's hard to video something through a binocular lens, okay?
Well, if they're loud enough that you can hear them without binoculars, that's pretty damn bad. Hey, Uncle Lou, you want me to tell you something that you probably didn't realize? It'll give you... I better not tell you that. That'd give you some fodder to make fun of catfish with. But then again, why would you make fun of somebody with that? I was going to say that what does Butch Jones and catfish have in common? Can anybody guess that? I'll give you a couple of seconds to see if you can guess it. What's up, Shannon Mitchell? Thank you for joining us. I'll just save you the trouble. They both can play the trumpet. Wasn't that the trumpet he played, Carter, in the high school marching band or whatever marching band that was?
Yeah, he was a trumpet player.
Butch Jones played in. Hey, I have respect for anybody that can play any kind of horn. That shit takes talent. I mean, anybody brave enough to put their lips around something long and hard, that's pretty brave, because I sure as hell wouldn't do it. Would you?
No, probably not. Even though I bought a saxophone at an old yard sale for like $10 one time, and I really did try to learn how to play it. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I couldn't even play the little, what do they call them things in school? The name that makes no sense for what it is. The little plastic horn.
The bazoo or a kazoo?
No, not a kazoo. It's bigger than a kazoo. Oh, damn it. Come on, some of you young kids. The recorder.
Well, the recorder.
Yeah, why is that thing called a recorder? Somebody tell me
know.
that. Now that's what I gotta know. Why is the little plastic horn that everybody gets in, like, I don't know, first grade, elementary, garden, why is that thing called a recorder? It's not even electronic.
I can play the sax. I can play the crap. Damn it! I forget what it's called. I got it in my room too.
Isn't it a horn of some sort? And that's awesome, young blood. You need to look me up while you're up here.
It's, damn it! I had it in my head. It's the thing you hear in a lot of blues songs, you know.
Wait a minute. How old were y'all the last time Florida beat Kentucky?
I beat them last year.
Yeah, I don't get it. And Shannon Mitchell, yes, I did go to the new Gatlinburg Sky Bridge this weekend, which I highly recommend to everyone that has a family. It's a good family ordeal.
I
Usually,
can play the harmonica.
Really?
Yeah.
Uncle Lou says no, they didn't. Kentucky beat them. Oh, you had it backwards. You said Florida beat Kentucky. Wait a minute. Somebody's got something backwards.
I think he's just being funny. He's giving a Florida fan a hard time. I see it now. I got you.
Oh, okay. So we were kind of out of the loop on that. Now, it's not a streak, Tomahawk. You have to win 2 in a row before it's a streak. Anybody agree with that one? Winning 1 in a row. Well, first of all, you can't have 1 in a row. 1 is not a row. Got to have at least 2 to make a row or a streak. We would know here at Tennessee, because everybody has a damn winning streak on it. Doesn't everyone have a streak on us right now, Carter?
Everyone but Auburn, Kentucky, and I guess everyone but Auburn and Kentucky.
I guess going into last year, everybody had a streak on us. Yeah, I know, Uncle Lou. And people will even say that in like on ESPN and Sports Center and stuff like that, but they don't know me. They don't know what an asshole I am and what a stickler I am for correction on things like that. I blame that one on my dad. My dad, who had only a high school education, and if you listen to him talk, God rest his soul, before he died, you would think he was a complete, total, blithering, dumbass idiot, which he was not. But that's the same thing that kind of goes to Catfish. People think he's an idiot, hick, redneck, country bumpkin, buck stick. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say stick. Think he's a country ass guy. And like me and Carter, they think me and Carter are country ass hillbillies. What they really don't know is actually me and Carter, and you can look this up, it's a fact. Me and Carter are ranked number 1 and number 2 respectively in the world's most smartest East Tennesseans not living in East Tennessee currently at the same time together. Yeah, look that one up. You'll see it's true. And you can't prove me wrong. Do what, Carter?
I was going to say, it's also, we've gone about an extra 30 minutes. I'm going to get off here, Keith.
Okay, cool. I mean, technically we didn't because we started at 9, but yeah, it's getting late in certain parts of the world.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate you coming on, brother.
Always and forever.
Anything you want to say on the way out?
Always, go Big Orange, go Preds, go Braves.
Braves. Yeah. Yeah, I know why they call them the Braves now. But anyway, hey, I appreciate it, man, and we'll talk to you on here again this coming Sunday.
Alright. Talk to you in a few.
All right, babe. See you. There's Carter on his way out. We can hang out for a few more minutes if you want to. I don't have anything pressing to do. My daughter is out enjoying her graduationness and her official not having to get up for school in the morning. That's a bigger deal for me than it is for her, because getting her up in the mornings was a pain in the ass. And I'm so glad I never have to worry about that again, ever now. That's going to get her and her mom off my ass. Her mom gave me a harder time about it than anybody. But yeah, it's a different story for a different day. Let's see here. What did I miss in the comments? Small Vol telling me this is a family channel. It is. And if you guys knew my family, you would know that cussing is accepted. I am trying to do better than that. Been saying that for a long time. Might actually eventually even do it someday. But I have to now. You get sponsors and stuff, you gotta kind of act like somebody every now and then. Whew. Remember when Auburn got stuck with Gus Malzahn because they couldn't afford to fire him? LMAO. What does LMAO stand for? I know what it stands for. You don't have to tell me. So what must be going on Monday night at 10:30 that Uncle Lou is in a BBD chat and live stream filled with 11 million people? Hey, that's awesome. Going on your first cruise. I've never been on one, man. I would love to go on a cruise sometime. That's on my bucket list. Of course, when you're in my situation, you can't afford a bucket list, so mine's like a shot glass list. Oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to have to get back on your show sometime. It's been a long time since I've been on there. In fact, I don't think I've ever been on there. Did I recall? I know you've been on mine a couple of times. But I can't remember. I don't think I have ever been on there. Why do you have to do twice the work this week? Oh, so you have something to post next week while you're gone. Okay, I get it. See? I'm not that dumb. I'm smarter than the bear I saw on the Sky Bridge this weekend. That was the highlight of that day. Not walking across the bridge, but getting to see the bear trying to walk across the bridge. How many people, by a show of hands, have ever been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee? I'm guessing at least half of you. Great little town. Great little packed, overpopulated, impossible to drive through without some sort of delay town. Yeah, it is. It is a great little town, and you will, if you've never been there before, Youngblood, depending on what weekend you go, you'll enjoy it. Parking sucks, so plan on that. But you guys are all young. You can walk from one end of town to the other and back probably and have no problems whatsoever. They have these new things you can rent down there somewhere. They're like a cross between a motorcycle and a car. And that's the best explanation I can give you. The front half of it looks like the Batmobile, and the second end of it looks like a drag race car tire. That's how big that is. That would be awesome, Youngblood. That'd be an awesome way to spend a Father's Day weekend. My dad lived in Sevier County for the last... Well, he moved there in 76 and died in 2016, so... Damn, was it really 2000? It was. 40 years, if my math is correct. He lived there. And he saw the growth of that town. When my dad moved to Pigeon Forge in 1976, there was 2 lanes It was a 2-lane road that was the strip, and there was one light in that town, and it wasn't even a well, it was a traffic light. It was a caution light, and it was right there at what they call, I think, it used to always just be traffic light number 1. Now it might be like traffic light number 1Z. Some of them are, 1A, 1B, 2A, shit like that. But it's the one right there, right when you get into town, the Burger King on the corner, and it's Wares Valley Road. That's where he lived, on Wares Valley Road. And it was a long time ago. Still a great town. And I don't know why I'm talking about Pigeons Forge right now, so I'm going to shut up. Actually, what I'm actually going to do is hop off of here. Did you, Shannon? I appreciate it. We had a lot of fun. I should have live streamed going up the chairlift, getting there, but then you guys would have seen me having to walk up the 14 flights of stairs that you have to walk up to get to the damn bridge after you get to the top of the mountain on the chairlift. Watch the Warrior. Oh, that's right. That's tonight. Well, holler at me when you do, young blood. Maybe we can get together sometime. I've got to come back up to Johnson City in a few weeks to return this camera that I just bought. You guys have a great night, man. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Go Vols, screw y'alls. One of these days, we'll get this stream up to where it has more than 10 people in it. We might get up to Uncle Lou and Catfish status one of these days. Until then, we'll just have fun talking. That's what we do. You guys have a good night. And an even better tomorrow. Summer's here. Enjoy it.